an entity that he and the government refers to as the lady.
So fast forward 5 years later. Now we're talking 2012, and this is the lady. Lady got the attention of the Vatican, to every branch of the government, and to several foreign countries. They're all interested in this experience. Easter Sunday morning at 3 a.m., I heard an audible voice in my room. Very loud man voice. I mean, it woke me up out of a dead sleep. It was the same voice that came from that little being 5 years earlier. It said, "Arise," in this manly voice. The next thing I know, I didn't know why, but I could see movement in the room, these shadowy beings. They always look shadowy. Whatever it does, it can completely control us like a machine. I mean, it could turn you on and off, pause us like a video game. They had this kind of control, so I'm up and I'm getting dressed at 2 o'clock in the morning, completely dressed. Out the back door I go. Now I'm following these three shadowy figures. Not saying a word, I'm not afraid, but I'm behind them. And they lead me out to this dog kennel. One of these figures reaches out and hands me something. I said, "This is yours, you must keep." And it was shaped like a 5-pound pack of hamburger, one of those tubes, it's twisted on. That's what it is, shaped exactly like that. But it felt like a living creature. It felt like it had fur that was prickly, like a hedgehog, sort of. I couldn't feel the legs or head. I was struggling to see it because it's in the dark. And so I dropped it immediately on the ground because it felt like it was prickling my fingers. And this voice said, "No, you picked that up, you must keep." So I reached down, I picked this thing up, and I'm juggling it. And when I look up, these figures are gone now. And here I am at the dog kennel with this weird thing in my hand. I don't know what it is, if it's going to bite me or what. Can't really see it good. So I open the dog kennel, I set it in, I close the door. Just told me to keep it. I thought, well, that's going to be safe there. The minute I had set that in the kennel, closed that door, this wind, all I can tell you, it wasn't in the trees. It wasn't blowing around the whole place. It was directly focused in front of me, a blast of wind, like somebody hit you with a cannon or a leaf blower or something. Blew me backwards, right into the grass, the leaves. And as I'm falling backwards, I see what looked like a translucent, see-through cow, bull, a cow, run over top of me, and I could see stars inside it as it went over. And that bit of message is going to be in another book, what we discovered about that. A scientist that I've studied with a little, and he mapped the Great Pyramid with LiDAR and discovered that bull with the stars in it. A huge one is painted on the wall inside the king's chamber. There's a DNA helix above it. The only inscriptions ever found in that whole pyramid, they never found any until Robert Grant found those. But it was the same thing that ran me over, that bull with the symbols of the stars in it. So I land on my back. The minute I roll over, get up to run, I get up to my knees is all I got. I push up to my knees. Next step was to jump and go, right? But I was stopped because this cow was not there anymore. But about 6 feet from me, maybe 8 feet, I couldn't reach her. But it was a lady there, and she's glowing, this beautiful bluish-white color, and lit up a circle on the ground, probably 15, 20 feet circle, and I'm inside that circle, lit up. And she's just floating 3 feet off the ground. There's this long white dress that had a collar on, no opening, white sparkly dress, and down to the tops of her feet. And she was barefoot, I could see her toes. And this whole beautiful lady, she was as human as me and you, and as beautiful as the most beautiful woman you ever saw. And she leaned toward me and she said, "You know why I'm here." This is your burden you must bear.
You're going to tell this story, and if you do, I will help you. I'll always be with you. And from this point forward, we will allow you to film our presence and share us with others.